I was young when I first felt it slipping. Summer light through the house, but it never stayed with me. Rain on the window, my mother in the kitchen. Something in the air said one day you'll miss this feeling. I ain't know why my chest got tight at the end of good days, at the fall of night. Like every little moment had a hidden goodbye. Even before I knew how to name that kind of life. Kids ran fast, I was staring at the sky, wondering why the best things always pass by. Laughter in the hall, shoes by the door. Somehow I already want a little bit more. Not more money, not more fame, just more time with the one before it changed. More time to hold what I couldn't explain. More time before the world started moving strange. And I kept thinking, what if life moves too fast? What if the small things were never meant to last? I never wanted time for nothing, I just wanted one more day, one more chance to feel the light before it faded away. I wasn't scared of growing older, I was scared to lose the view of the quiet little moments that made life feel true. Then I grew and the days got sharp. Deadlines, tired eyes, weight on the heart. People saying that's just life, keep up. But I kept feeling like we give too much up. Coffee going cold on another long train. City full of faces all hiding the pain. Everybody moving like they late to become something big while forgetting where they came from. And me, I was still that boy inside, trying to save little pieces of a passing life. A sunset on glass, a laugh in a room, the sound of someone saying, see you soon. I think that's why the years hit deep, cause I never learned how to watch them leave. I kept wishing I could slow the world somehow, not to escape it, just to feel it now. Maybe I never needed to turn the clock around. Maybe I just needed to stop and hear the sound of living while it happens, of breathing while it's here, of loving ordinary moments before they disappear. I never wanted time for nothing, I just wanted not to miss the kind of days we call too normal, till they turn into this, a memory that breaks you softly, a warmth you can't undo. So if I ask for more time, it's just to live it true. I was young when I first felt it slipping. Now I know why that feeling stayed with me. It wasn't fear of time, it was love for life. Before I knew how to say it. Alarm rings, same room, same blue morning. Half closed eyes, same way, no warning. Coffee on the counter, going cold again. Another day beginning before I feel my skin. Shoes by the door, phone full of things to do. Messages, deadlines, names I'm running through. Train doors closed, everybody got that face, like we all learned how to disappear in place. Same old sky through the glass downtown. Same fast steps, same heads bowed down. I keep moving like I'm late to something big, but deep down I don't even know what it is. Funny how a life can slowly turn gray, not in one big storm, just day by day. Little pieces of your heart go missing in the rush, till silence feels normal and breathing feels too much. Another same morning, another same road. I carry my name, but I don't feel whole. I'm here, I'm awake. small talk, last I fake on cue. Not at the right time, like I'm supposed to do. Then the evening comes, and the city lights glow, but they don't really hit like they used to though. I remember when the sunset meant something real. Now I barely look up long enough to feel somewhere in the chase. I forgot how to stay, forgot that life ain't just getting through the day. Maybe that's the part nobody says out loud. You can lose yourself and still make people proud. Still pay the bills, still smile in the hall, still answer every time that duty calls. But at night when the room gets quiet and thin, I hear that old version of me again, asking through the dark like a voice I know. Is this all you wanted or just where you go? I'm not broken, just worn down slow, like time kept taking what I didn't know. And now I'm standing inside this routine, wondering when I stop, seeing what life means. Another same morning, something feels wrong. Not loud, not sudden, just too quiet, too long. If this is living, why do I feel cold? I'm walking through my life, but I'm not feeling whole. I'm nervous tomorrow, I already know. But maybe in the silence, a question starts to grow. Not how to run faster, not how to do more, just how to feel alive in another same morning. Yeah. Everybody got a headline, a plan, a place, new keys, new rings, new smiles on their face. Timelines moving fast on a glowing screen, and I'm still waking up asking what this means. Same age, same year, but a different pace. They look so certain, I just keep losing shape. Every little win of theirs hits my chest. Not because I hate them, I just feel less. Train keeps moving, city don't wait, and I keep feeling like I showed up late. Late to my dream, late to my name, late to the life I was supposed to claim. I keep telling myself, man, don't compare, but comparison lives in the air everywhere. In the way people act, so what's next for you? Like I should have a perfect answer to. And I smile, say I'm fine, say I'm working on my way, but inside there's a clock that won't stop anyway. I'm running late in my own life, chasing a version I can't quite find. Everybody moving like they know the road, and I'm still carrying questions in my soul. I know I'm breathing, I know I'm here, but why does every step still feel unclear? Like I missed a moment I was meant to know, and now I'm trying to catch up to my own shadow. Maybe I was never built for racing like this. Maybe I just wanted more than a checklist, more than proving I can keep up with the pace, more than wearing tired pride on my face. When pressure gets loud, when the nights go long, it turns every doubt into a heavier song, asking if I wasted all my better years, if I hid too long, if I stayed in fear. Some days I look back just to measure the gap between who I am and the dreams I had, and it hurts in a quiet way, sharp and deep, like losing something in your sleep. But maybe being late ain't the same as lost. Maybe life ain't meant to be counted by clocks. Maybe all this panic that I carry inside came from trying to live by another man's time. So what if my road doesn't look the same? What if becoming has no perfect frame? What if the life I've been chasing blind starts when I stop running behind? I'm running late in my own life, but maybe I can still arrive. Not as the person I thought I'd be, but someone real, someone alive. I don't need their speed, I don't need their map. Maybe my own time can still bring me back. And if I'm still moving, then I'm not city still rushes, the clock still moves. But maybe I don't need to run like they do. Maybe being late is just how it seems when you're still becoming who you're meant to be. I woke up late, skipped breakfast, ran into the rain. Phone in my hand, whole mind full of noise and names. Barely looked up when the daylight hit the glass. Barely felt the morning, I was moving too fast. Someone smiled at me, I smiled back real thin. Said I'm good too quick, never let nobody in. Had my whole day packed, but my soul stayed numb. Like I showed up in my body, but my heart never come. Then the hours just went, like they always do. Little talks, little chances that I walk right through. A call I should've answered, a text I left cold. A tired part of me I keep trying to control. And it's strange how a normal day can hurt at night, when you lay there replaying every little light, almost every pause, every quiet sign. But maybe life was talking and I missed the line. If I could do this day again, I'd slow my breathing down. I'd look a little longer at the sky above this town. I'd speak a little softer, I'd hold a little more. 'Cause maybe all the moments I call small are what I'm living for. Oh, what I'm living for. Yeah. I drink the coffee while it's warm. Not while I scroll, I'd let the silence sit without trying to fill the hole. I'd say I'm tired when I'm tired, not I'm alright. I stop pretending I can outrun every night. I call back sooner, I listen more. I'd stand in the doorway before I shut the door. I let the sunset touch me before the color leaves, instead of always trading my hours for what it achieves. 'Cause maybe I've been living like each day's just a test, something to survive till I can finally rest. But what if rest was hidden in the middle of the day, and the way light hits a room and the words we never say? I can't rewind the clock, can't go back through the frame, can't fix every little thing or unsay every pain. But maybe the sake in me ain't here for nothing. Maybe it's teaching me what's worth becoming. Not every loss is loud, not every regret scream. Some just stay in ordinary scene. If I could do this day again, I wouldn't need it perfect. I just try to live inside it, like my heart is really worth it. I stop and feel the moment before it slips away. 'Cause maybe all I ever wanted was to be awake inside my day. And I can't do this day again. No time won't bend for me, but maybe tomorrow starts with how I choose to see the life I'm always rushing through. The warmth I almost missed, maybe living true begins in moments just like this. And I can't do this day again. No time won't bend for me, but maybe tomorrow starts with how I choose to see the life I'm always rushing through. The warmth I almost miss, maybe living true begins in moments just like this.
This morning hit different, I looked out instead. Sun on the rail and gold across the edge. Steam from a coffee curling in the light. A little thing, but it held me for a minute, right? Wind through the trees by the side of the road. A kid in a red coat dragging steps through the cold. Someone laughing from a corner I pass every day. Funny how I never heard that sound this way. Train doors open, city moving like always. But I noticed the rhythm in the rush for a change. Shoes on the pavement, voices under glass. Clouds on the buildings while the traffic rolled past. Nothing got fixed, no miracle came. The world looked the same with a different frame. Like life had been whispering low all along, and I was too tired before to hear the song. Now the air feels lighter, now the silence breathes. Maybe healing enters in the smallest things. Small things I never saw, now they find my eyes. Light on an old street, blue in the evening sky. Nothing grand, nothing loud, still they reach my heart. Somehow in these quiet pieces, life begins to start. I watched an old man fold his paper by the door, like he'd done it 1,000 times before. And somehow in that simple, ordinary move, there was something calm, something almost true. A green light blinking in a puddle after rain. Music from a window drifting soft through the lane. The way tired faces loosen when the day turns slow. How the whole world softens in an afterglow. Maybe beauty never left, maybe I just lost pace. Got too locked inside my head to notice grace. Too busy trying to survive, to prove to run, to see how much was here in what I call just one walk home. Just one cup, just one breeze, just one stranger saying thank you quietly. Maybe all this life I thought had gone too far. We're still waiting in the little things we are. No second chance, no turning back. Just one real moment in the life I have. And maybe that's enough to wake me up inside. A little more alive, a little more tonight. Small things I never saw, now they stay with me. Warm light on a window, leaves in the winter breeze. Nothing changed but me, or maybe how I see. And in these tiny passing moments, life comes back to me. That's where healing starts, not in escape, but in finally seeing what was here from the start. I got good at saying I'm okay with a straight face in the middle of a hard day. Got real good at laughing on cue, keeping my voice calm like I'm supposed to do. Still showed up, still answered every call, still stood up every time I felt small. Still kept moving, still carried my name, like holding it together, man, I was okay. But nights got longer in a quiet way, not dramatic, just heavy at the end of the day. Like every little thing I never said out loud, stacked in my chest like a slow dark cloud. And the strangest part, nobody could tell. I wore normal so well, I hid tired so well. Even I forgot how much I was holding in, till the silence made it loud under my skin. This is the weight I never spoke, the ache I carry like a private cold, the kind of hurt that doesn't make a sound, but drags your whole heart slowly down. I wasn't weak, I was just worn, still standing up while feeling torn. And maybe saying it is where healing starts, when the quiet finally reaches the heart. Maybe I thought if I named the pain, it would make it real in a different way. Maybe I feared if I stopped for a breath,
everything inside me would fall to the steps. So I kept it moving, kept the story neat, but tired eyes behind a steady beat. Told myself everybody feels this way. Just survive, just sleep, just make it through the day. But survival got lonely after all this time, when every truth I had stayed behind my eyes. And now I'm tired of pretending that numb means strong, tired of acting like silence can carry me long. Cause there's a difference between calm and gone, between holding on and just dragging on. And somewhere in me I can feel the need to tell the truth if I ever wanna breathe. So here it is, no polished line, no perfect lane, just this life of mine, a little bent, a little bruised, a little lost, but not beyond the truth. This is the weight I never spoke, not to be safe, just to not show on all the things I buried deep, trying to carry what I couldn't keep. And if my voice shakes, let it shake, at least it means I'm still awake. Maybe the first real step back to my soul is letting this hidden heaviness go. I'm still here, still tired, still true, but now the dark is something to move through. Not because it's gone, not because I'm healed, just because I finally let myself feel.
This morning felt quiet in a different way. Same room, same light, but less weight. Didn't fix my life, didn't change the world. Still the same tired heart in the same hard swirl. But I opened the window, let the cold air in, let the silence touch places I've been hiding in. And for once I didn't rush to escape my head, I just sat with myself and breathed instead. No big revelation, no dramatic sign, just a softer kind of space in my mind. Like the pressure I carry finally moved a bit, now gone, just lighter where it used to sit. Maybe healing starts this plain, this slow, in the way we stop fighting what we already know, in the way we face the day without pretending, and call that enough for a new beginning. Not a new light, not a grand restart, just a quieter way to hold my heart. This is a quieter reset, a small turn inside. No thunder, no fire, just a gentler mind. And maybe that's enough for a soul like mine, to walk into the day without falling behind. I still got worries waiting by the door, still got long nights I can't ignore, still got old thoughts trying to pull me low, but they don't own the room the way they did before. Now I'm learning not every scar needs war, not every wound needs me to hide it more. Some things heal when you stop demanding speed and let your life be human and what it needs. So I made my coffee and I watch the steam, like maybe peace is smaller than I dream. Maybe it lives an unremarkable grace in slowing down enough to feel my place. Not as a winner, not as a man complete, just someone tired learning how to be. And that felt honest, more than what I knew. A quieter strength, but a truer one too. So let today be soft, be real. I don't need to force what I can slowly heal. This is a quiet reset, no perfect design, just me meeting life with a steadier spine. And if the road stays hard, I can still move through, 'cause something in me changed in a way that's small but true. Same day, same sky, still not the same. I'm not chasing rescue now, just learning how to remain. I used to wait for some big kind of sign, a door wide open, a sudden new life, something loud enough to pull me out of all this tiredness, all this doubt. Thought healing had to look like a spark, like morning breaking clean through the dark. But most days came plain and I called that wrong, like quiet meant nothing was going on. I kept measuring life by the highs, by the rare bright moments that changed the sky. And in between I barely let days count, like ordinary hours didn't matter much. But lately I've been seeing something else, a softer truth I never gave myself. Maybe not every day was meant to shine, maybe enough looks small at first. A steady breath, a little less hurt. Not every day needs a miracle, not every night needs stars. Sometimes just making it through is already something hard. And maybe this plain old moment is more alive than I knew. Maybe an ordinary day can still carry me through. Today was simple, nothing much to say, no grand new turn, no world remade. Just coffee warm and quiet on the scene, a slower step, a little room to think. A call returned, a window open wide, a little more patience with the life inside. No headline moment, no dramatic scene, still somehow it felt more honest to me. Maybe peace was never meant to roar, maybe it arrives through an unlocked door, in the way the evening settles on your skin, and not needing to force where you have been. And maybe being here exactly like this is closer to healing than the days I miss. Not because the pain is fully done, but because I finally stopped outrunning the sun. So let this day be small, be true. I don't need wonder to make it through. Not every day needs a miracle, not every heart needs fire. Sometimes a quieter kind of grace can still lift something tight. And maybe this ordinary life has more gold than I knew. Maybe an ordinary day is how I'm making it through. Just a day I didn't waste, trying to be unreal. And maybe that's enough, maybe that is proof that life could still feel sacred, even when it's simple and true. I used to move so fast, I barely saw the faces. Just names in my phone, just bodies in the spaces. The same cashier smiling when I came in late, the same friend saying call me even when I wait. The coworker asking if I slept at all. The neighbor holding elevator in the hall. Small things, small words, easy to forget, but lately I've been seeing what they really meant. A hand on the shoulder when the week ran long. A quiet you good when my energy was gone. Someone making room when I had none inside. Someone staying near when I had nowhere to hide. And none of it looked like some movie scene. No dramatic rescue, no moment too big. Just ordinary people in ordinary light, keeping something soft in me alive at night. Maybe love ain't loud, maybe grace looks small, maybe human warmth help me through it all. The people in my ordinary life, they were the light I missed in passing words, in tired eyes, in moments warm like this. Nothing grand, nothing staged, still they carry truth. And when I almost lost myself, their kindness pulled me through. Now I think about the ones I almost overlooked, the ones who knew my silence better than my words, the ones who stayed normal, stayed kind, stayed near, while I was too deep in my own fear. A message at midnight, a laugh in the rain, a seat saved for me on a hard old train. The way familiar voices soften the room, like they know how to make a tired soul bloom. And maybe life was never mine alone. Maybe we survived through the warmth we're shown, through little acts nobody writes down, through steady hearts in an exhausted town. I didn't need the world to suddenly change, I just needed to notice what had remained. The good in the people I saw every day, the quiet kind of love that doesn't need a name. So if I make it through another restless night, I know I didn't do it without some borrowed light. The people in my ordinary life, they made the world feel real. Through simple care, through coming days, they taught my heart to heal. And maybe all this time, what kept me standing true was never something far away, it was the human warmth I knew. Same streets, same names, but now I see them clear. Life was never empty, there were always people here. I stopped on the corner and looked at the sky. No call in my hand, no reason to hide. Wind on my face, late gold in the street. And for a small moment, life felt deep. No breakthrough, no voice from above, just air in my lungs that felt enough. After all this rush, all this noise, I heard my own heart without the static. This was the day I finally breathed. Not running ahead, not underneath, just here, just now, in ordinary light. And somehow that felt like it in my life. No miracle came, no world changed shape, I just let one quiet moment stay. And in that stillness I could see I was here, and life was here with me. I used to think healing had to be loud, some big clean answer pulling me out. But maybe it lives in a slower way, and letting one true second remain. The city still moved, the clock still ran, but I didn't feel chased by them. For once I wasn't behind or late, I was just a soul inside one day. And that was enough, more than I knew, to stand in the evening and feel what was true. Not fixed, not done, not fully free, but softer than a man I used to be. all this time I was trying to survive. Well, maybe the point was to feel alive, even a little, even this small. A real breath can change it all. So let tomorrow come, I don't need a race. Tonight I found peace in a passing place. This was the day I finally breathed. No perfect ending, just relief. A little more calm, a little more room, a little less shadow inside the room. And if life stays hard, I still know this: there are moments no pain can dismiss. A quiet breath and open sky, and the feeling that I'm still alive. Same city, same road, but I walked it new, and that was enough to carry me through.
Time took some summers, some names, some plans, left a little dust on my old bare hand. Took easy laughter, took sleep from night, took parts of me I thought I'd keep for life. It changed my face, it changed my pace, put quiet shadows in familiar places. And there were years I thought the loss ran deep, like time had come for everything in me. But time couldn't take the truth in my chest, the part that still holds, the part that still rests. It couldn't erase the warmth I once knew. Some light stayed alive and it carried me through.
It couldn't take the way I still feel dawn, the way when kind word can pull me on, the way the sky still opens something wide, the way a tired heart still wants to try. It couldn't take the soft inside my name, or every scar that taught me not to blame. And even now with all that's come and gone, there's something in me still leaning toward the sun. Yeah.
Maybe that's enough, maybe that is grace. Not untouched, not whole, but still in place. Not who I was, but honest and real. Still able to love, still able to feel. And after all the rush and all the ache, I finally see what time could never take. Not every dream, not every perfect part, just the deepest living center of my heart. So let the years move, I'm not afraid. Some things grow stronger when they stay. 'Cause time couldn't take the light in my soul. It bent me at times, but not past hope. And now when I stand in the life I made through, I know what remained was the truest part of me too. Time kept moving, but so did I. And something gentle survived inside.
They ain't louder, but I hear more. Light on the table, hand on the door. Coffee still warm, morning moving slow. And I don't wanna miss what I used to let go. No second life, no rewinding the frame. But I can meet this day in a different way. Speak a little softer, hold a little still. Let the small things land where they will. I used to rush through hours like they owed me more. Always reaching past the life in front of the door. But now I know the cost of living half awake. How 1,000 tiny moments slowly break. So I'm here on purpose, even in the plane, even in the traffic, even in the rain. Trying not to turn this life into a blur. Trying to be present where my real heart stirs.
I wanna live this day twice. Not my turning back time, but by feeling it deep while it's still mine. With a little more grace, with a little more sight. Like this ordinary day could hold my whole life.
So if someone calls, I'll answer with my full voice. If the sky turns gold, I'll stop and let it touch. If I'm tired, I'll name it, not hide behind the line. If love shows up quietly, I won't leave it behind. Not every day will heal me, I know that much. Some days still late, some nights still cut. But I can live them true instead of looking past. And maybe that's how broken seasons start to last. I'm not chasing perfect, I'm not chasing more. Just trying to stand where I stand before. And let this life be enough while it's here. Not when it's gone, not when it's memory clear. Cause I've learned the hard way what the years can do. How they take what you swore would stay with you. So today, even simple, even small, even light, I'm gonna hold it like a second time. No extra years, no magic sign, just open hands around this life.
I wanna live this day twice. With my eyes awake, with my heart in the room. For every breath I take, not because it's perfect, but because it's true. And maybe that's the closest we ever get to something new. Same day, same sky, but I'm different inside. And that changes everything about this life.
I spent years looking back through the glass at the things I lost, at the days that passed. Thought if I understood every wound, every turn, maybe I could find the life I was trying to earn. But time kept moving and so did I, through quiet lows and unfinished nights. And somewhere between the ache and grace, I learned life don't wait for a perfect frame. I used to think the answer lived ahead, in some bright future where the hurt was dead, or somewhere behind me in a day I missed. But neither one could give me this small still moment, this breath, this view, this ordinary light that's breaking through. And for the first time, I don't need more, I just wanna be where I am for sure. Maybe this is how to live today, not chasing what time took away, not waiting for a life more bright, but holding this one while it's in sight. With open hands, with tired grace, with my real heart in this real place. Maybe this is all I had to learn to live today before it turns. Before it turns.
the morning as it comes, the quiet streets, the logo sun, the people I love, the air, the rain, the little peace inside the pain. I know there'll be days that still feel long, still some nights where I feel gone. But now I know that doesn't mean the life I have has lost its meaning. Cause healing never promised me a perfect heart of certainty, just softer rising, steadier breath, a kind of way to carry what's left. And maybe that's enough for me to call this life a place to be. Not because it's easy, not because it's new, but because I'm finally living it true. No second chance, no need to hide, this day is here, and so am I. Maybe this is how to live today, to let the simple things stay, to love the light before it fades, to feel the warmth inside the grave. With open hands, with tired grace, with my whole soul in this one place. Maybe this is all I had to know, how to live today. No perfect ending, no final sign, just me and this life in real time. And for once, that feels right.